video, we're going to be looking at the update to the Valtra T120-T190 by Farmery99. This is 60.02 megabytes to download. This is going to cover Changelog 1.1.0.0 added as follows. Added a 2004-2007 facelift model, corrected powers of pre-facelift models, adjusted sounds and realistic sounds for cabin animations, adjusted colors and materials, and adjusted prices to be more in line with in-game vehicles. So I have a couple of them out here. We're going to take a brief look at them again, and I have been testing them again to see if anything has changed, or I don't even remember this when that first came out. So let's hop in to vehicles and medium tractors. And right away we can look at the prices, and yes, $70,000 and $80,000. So that's in line with, it's I guess in line with, they're pretty cheap now actually. So that's good. The Valtra T120 2002 to 2004 model is this. Up to 210 horsepower. 250 liters of fuel capacity, 26 miles per hour. That's adjustable, and it is, I think, I forgot, 30 something slots. Let's go in here. We're going to take a look at the slot counts here, 32 and 30. So just be aware of that. It's fairly high on the slot count as well as the download megabytes. 2002-2004, we have attacher joints. So those apparently weren't changed. Engine setup, we have the 220 horsepower at the 40K and then up to 50K. And that kind of goes on until you get up to the 210 horsepower, 40 or 50 kilometer per hour speed. Wheels. The wheels did not change anything. Wheel setup specials. We do have a class 500,000 special, a cow edition, which I have out there, and a standard. We'll leave it at the standard because we have reverse driving, wheel weights. You can add wheel weights, fenders, attention plates. Those are warning stuff at the back, as you can see here. Intake pipe, I don't remember that, yes or no, so that's like an intake pipe. Beacons, dashboard, kind of changes a few things inside. Front loader attacher, we have a couple of options, Hauer, Quickie, and colors. Main color, we have lots of main colors, chrome colors, standard colors. What's this? A metallic or matte metallic type color. So, and then gold is nice. I have a gold one out there. And other color options. I don't think anything has changed with the color options. Right, if we bump over to the 2004 to 2007 version, a model, 211 horsepower, so an extra horsepower. Everything else is the same. Engine horsepower, you get the 40 or 50 kilometer per hour, so that's 25 or 31 miles per hour. Manual transmission, we're going to talk about that in a moment. Specials, so we have the 2004-2005 and the 2005-2006 and the 06-07. So the between the 05-06 and the 06-07, there is some design changes, as you can see here. Everything else, I think, is the same. We have the same color options as we did with the other one. Right, so let's get into the nitty-gritty of it. Hop into here. Interior. Start it up. Let's get our help window on. There we go. Nothing L1, nothing R1. L1 and R1 we have a number of. We can change the driving direction, which will do this for us. And when that happens, our reverse is 31 miles per hour. Our forward speed is 13. So just be aware of that. let's go back to normal driving position then. All right, L1 and R1, left stick left and right, opens and closes that. When you have it open, that mirror actually works there, so that's kind of neat. Not sure if, yeah, so that's kind of neat. L1 and R1, right stick left and right is your right door, and up and down is your left door, so adjustments there, as you can see. Everything else is pretty standard. Hopping out, we have lights, we have signals, beacons. Right, so now comes where, operationally speaking, now this is the 210 horsepower spec model that I did here. I put wheel weights on the back, weights on the front, so it's all weighted up. The tires are the standard tires. What I have hooked up to it is the cultivator, the Limken, base game Limken, rated at 180 horsepower. So you would think this should have no problems whatsoever pulling this. However, it does seem to be searching a lot for the correct gear. It gets stuck in second gear in medium range for quite some time at 5 miles per hour. It's supposed to go 9 miles per hour. And it will do this for some time until it does this and decides to shift gears around a little bit now and then. And at some point, it will eventually decide to, yeah, so how about this? Well, so that is the older model. Here is the newer model at the 211 horsepower. Everything's the same in is it the same inside? I think it's a little different styling as being a newer model. We also have L1, R1, then L1 on R1. Adjustable rear, L1 on R1. There we go. Come on. There we go. Opening windows, opening doors, and closing doors, etc., etc. I didn't have the beacons on this one. However, I did put the twin wheels and the weights and the same cultivator. So you would think this should perform a little bit better, perhaps. Now, I do have the automatic transmission setting for all tractors, whether they're manual or automatic. So those of you who use the manual transmission option will probably fare much better with this, because the computer seems to be, it does fare much better with the twin wheels. Perhaps traction is an issue. As you can see, the computer did like this one, the worker shifting. If we stop it and do it ourselves, lower it down. Now, as I said, I have set to automatic transmission. If we kind of play around with the, yeah, she doesn't want to shift now. So if you have a manual, if you have the manual transmission, you can manually shift it into whatever gear and whatever range you want and not go through this. But I don't, from the polls I've taken in the past, not a lot of people use the manual transmission, and it is actually quite complex, a little bit frustrating and difficult to do with a controller on a console. Computer PC players have many more buttons they can use. But anyways, aside from that, that is the update to the Valtra T120 and T190 by Farmery99, 60.02 megabytes to download, 31 and 32 slots on console. Thank you all for watching. I'm Looney Farm Guy, and remember, it's only a game, so till next time, bye for now.